just let them without having to question their entire existence every single time.
We're sick of, we're just sick of it now. Give over.
We're sick of it, and we're two cis men.
I know, exactly. Jesus. So imagine,
I am so sorry to trans people, specifically trans women, who have to navigate these attacks when all they want to do is piss and maybe check their hair and makeup.
Yeah, exactly. When you go to a festival or you go to certain gigs, half of the bathrooms are male and female. So
and ain't no one give a shit.
Let me tell you something. I'm always at a festival. I'm always at a gig. When I enter a bathroom, I'm not even taking more than 4 minutes. It's literally get in the bathroom. I have my wee or the urinal. I wash my hands. I check to see if I'm look good. I might take a selfie if the mirror is cute, and then I'm out. That's the tea.
Yeah, we know the joke that women take longer in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And most of the time they do. I imagine trans women take as long in the bathroom as cis women.
Yeah.
I do not understand who's at threat here by letting somebody piss in peace. If the threat is abuse from cis men, the idea is that cis men are going to either slap on a dress and some heels and walk into a bathroom and just start abusing people, or go through the long, laborious, mentally draining system in order to get legally recognized as a woman in this country, so that then after possibly over 2 year process, they can then feel free to walk straight into a woman's bathroom and abuse somebody when there is absolutely nothing stopping them doing it now.
Amen.
There is not a magical bouncer on the door.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm really angry this episode. Somebody explain this to me. Somebody explain who is stopping abusive men do it. And this is in no way am I saying that we should keep the system that abusive men should be allowed to do what the fuck they want.
Never.
Hell no. They should be stopped beforehand, and if they do it, they should be arrested. They should be thrown in jail. The person who is abused should be given free counselling and therapy for as long as they need it in order to get through it and to feel supported by our community. But the threat is not trans women using your bathroom. The threat is still cis men, and trans women face the same thing. They're on the same side of the fight as you. Why are you focusing so much energy? Why are you not just writing about stupid wizard shit? Why are you focusing so much energy on just people trying to exist and live their life how they feel comfortable and how they identify? And you say, oh well, they were men so they don't understand the system. They were trans women in male bodies, and they had that experience, which is a female experience alongside your female experience. It's a female experience that you discredit, but that is your problem, not theirs. Let them piss in peace. Let them be who they want to be, and just shut the fuck up.
Amen. It's at the end of the day, the poop and piss is going in the same hole. You know what I mean? It's going in the same fucking hole.
It's all going, yeah.
It's not like some, you know how I feel like when JK make these comments. I feel like in my head I could just see Miss Trunchbull with like a K.K.Karen name tag coming in like, I am here to check the bathrooms. So you know what, JK, shut the fuck up.
They're not even checking the bathrooms, okay?
Yeah.
They're checking the genitals because you can't tell.
Yeah.
And then there are people who are like, oh, women innately know who's a woman and who's a man. No, you don't. I would put Kim Petras in front of you and be like, describe this person to me.
Yes.
Describe this person to me. Can you tell that she's a trans person? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, because it's not just a visual thing. You cannot tell everybody's personality and their identity by looking at them.
Exactly.
Okay? There are women who would identify as women who are more masculine, who complain. Specifically, butcher lesbians get complaints that people think they are men, and they get denied access to women's bathrooms because some crazy Karens decide that they're going to be the bodyguard for the toilet rather than just let somebody piss in peace. Okay, we don't need I don't even know what they want us to happen. Do they want ID cards that just has a picture of everyone's junk on it? Yeah. And you just have to go through and be like, this is my penis. Do you see this? I have a penis. I'm going to use a urinal. And they're like, this is my vagina. And there's other people like, this isn't my vagina. Okay, this is somebody else's vagina, but I really wanted to use the women's bathroom to go abuse somebody. So I faked this ID card with a vagina on it. Okay, it's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. No one's erasing women. Okay, we support women. I am a feminist. You're a feminist. We support women. We support trans women who also need our support, because not only do they get shit on by cis men like everybody else. They get shit on by cis women as well, and TERFs especially. And I'm going to call you a TERF. It's not a slur. It's a descriptor. You are a trans exclusionary radical feminist. That's what you are. It's not a slur. Shut up about it. I apologize if no one's laughed at all this episode.
No, I feel like no, but this is good.
People have just decided to wind me up.
But you know what, Dan? As I said, the 802 is a platform where any conversation could happen. And it's good. I feel like views of this, like we're always here to share views. That this is always, it's very, very important. And of course, we're the platform. We're going to use it. And this was Dan's Under Our Wig this week. Yay! I love it.
Even your one was my one.
I love when you go off. I love it.
I'm sorry. I just.
But it's good. It's good.
I understand logic, okay, and when there's no logic to it, I just don't get it.
Yeah, it is a bit much, to be fair. But I have actually some news that I'm going to break to you now. So while we're not like rough, while we're not fighting, Stella drinkers and the K.K.Karens of the world, I have some news that I haven't told you yet, but I'm going to say now because it's important.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Dun, dun, dun. So the 802 we're on episode 4, and we have ranked number 28 back in my home country of Trinidad and Tobago on the podcast ranking. I only found this out
Trinidad!
last night, and that's amazing. Considering
we need to run that up.
I know. Considering we're just like, a small podcast and stuff. So for my Trinidad people who's been listening, that's lovely. And to the UK people, keep listening because we're trying to get high too. And give us a rating on iTunes because we're important, you know.
I mean, let me say this out now. Like UK, we got them nutters in the streets brandishing our flag and saying that they're Britain and we're not.
Yeah.
The least we could do to show them that we are truly Britain is match Trinidad on our rankings. We need to run this up.
That's really good. I didn't even notice. My mom texted me and she was like, "Hey, so someone was talking about your podcast here." I was like, "What?" I was like, "You fruits." And then I Googled. I went on I was checking this website and to see where it ranked, and we were like 28. And our first ranked episode 1 actually ranked number 1 the first week it was out. So for my friends back home, people listening back home, thanks for tuning into 2 black boys sharing their views on everything again under the wig. So UK, we need to match that. But for Matrini Massive, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. That
also,
really,
Nick's mum, I'm so sorry about my language.
Oh, no worry. I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure Rose is like probably sipping on some rum, eating her lovely fruitcake that she's really good at, and just chilling because my mom literally uses this as, she's like, "It's my background noise when I clean." I was like, "Oh, really? Oh, thanks, hon." But thank you, Mom. Thank you. I have to say
that is amazing. Yeah, guys, so if you're listening, if you're enjoying it, please jump to us on Instagram, on Twitter. If you can leave us a review on iTunes, it's amazing for us. It helps other people find it. 5 stars only, please.
True.
5 stars only.
As well, we have.
I don't do this for 4 stars.
True. We also realize that we have also hit, as a small win, we have now crossed 100 followers on Instagram. Whoop, 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 whoop. Small win. But before we go, let's...
Do you know what you got?
What?
Can I just say, for the original 100 on Instagram, you can say you was here from the start.
Yes.
When we're here next year,
I know,
and we're at, let's say, 110 followers, you can be like, I was here. I was here. I got in on the ground floor. Well done, you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys.
From the get-go. So let's just get into the last segment of which is we're going to call it the Departure Lounge. That's going to be the ending of the show. The Arrival Lounge. We already left Liverpool. I'm such a mess today. Right. So we're now in transit and we're going to the Arrival Lounge.
How can you be in transit at the Arrivals Lounge?
Oh my God, leave me alone. I'm having a bad day. Leave me alone.
Like I said, I just need logic.
It's been a while. I've not had what in a while. I'm stressed, okay?
Okay. No, that is understandable.
Lockdown getting the best of me here. So we're now in the Arrival Lounge, and this is the part where we take it to Dan, who's going to bring up what I really have to, what I touched on earlier about Misha B and Talisa. Then we'll get into Ultra, and then we're done.
cool. To close up, last thing I want to talk about, X Factor, you need to apologize to Misha B.
Mm-hmm.
You did that girl so wrong, so dirty. So Misha B, if you can't remember, it was 2012 season
I think
of X Factor.
It was.
Or 2011. It was one of them.
It was 2011. Yeah.
So Misha B is this gorgeous, dark-skinned, talented girl. She's from London. She is
No,
miles.
bitch. No.
She ain't from London?
Give it to her. She's from Manchester. Know your role.
Oh no.
How
I'm
dare
embarrassed.
you?
It's all right. I'll edit that out. Let me say it correctly, and I'll edit this bit in. Misha B, she's this gorgeous, dark-skinned girl. She's talented. She's from Manchester.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
See how I did that?
Yeah.
She's so good at what she does. She does this cover of Rolling in the Deep, which I still sing to myself now because she's like rolling. Oh, so good.
So good.
Misha B, through the Daily Mail, is basically like hounded as a bully, that she is difficult to work with, that she's too loud, she's too opinionated, all of these stereotypes that constantly give black women. And rather than support a contestant that's on their show, there are two judges, Louis Walsh, who, I'm going to need a whole episode to talk about her foolishness, and Talisa, who should know better, who, rather than talk about what happened backstage and how things might be misconstrued and how things can do better, decide that it's during judges' time, during the on-screen judging, that we need to call her a bully and tell her that her behavior backstage is unacceptable to it. And then Kelly Rowland, and this is why we stand forever, and will always do, steps in and be like, this is not important about your performance is amazing, which is what we're here to judge and see. And X Factor, you didn't support this girl, okay? You left this girl feeling literally with PTSD from the experience of being 19 years old, having the national press against you, having people hound you for stuff that you, first of all, ain't even fucking do. And secondly, because everybody sees her dark skin and sees her as a dark-skinned black woman and immediately assumes that she is going to be difficult and that she is going to be hard to work with and that she's demanding and that when she has an opinion on it, she's being bossy and all of that fucking nonsense.
That really shit black people narrative. The black
that really shit fucking narrative that black women have to go through again and again and again and again. And Misha B deserves an apology from you. And if you don't know Misha B post X Factor, you need to get into it. You need to get into her singles. What was her first release called?
Home Run. Amazing.
Home Run is still
I still listen to that song
an
on
absolute
my Spotify.
jam.
Yeah. Absolutely great.
And we need to get into it.
Yeah.
Misha, if you're going to release some new music, please let us know. I want to be. I'll go first there.
My whole thing was the apology from Talisa was so half-assed. It was like,
I ain't even watch it. I ain't watch that shit.
She basically was like, well, she was like, well, she's like, Misha had people crying, and I'm like, I'm not being funny, Talisa. You have built your brand on the powers of black people. So let's not talk about things real quick. Because of us, you have a MOBO. If you don't know what MOBO is, it's the music of black origin. Because of us, you got to be in the X Factor. You got to have a career. You got to do what you had to do. So you have built your brand on the blood of black people. But here you are, shutting down on a black girl. Girl, you wasn't jealous. You were threatened because she was better than you. Because we both know that your little album, your little single, and your little face do-up you got when you got your face done, that wasn't selling because nobody wants the female boss brand. You were threatened. That's the real tea. So you know what, Talisa? You could take your half-ass apology, wrap it up in a blunt, and smoke it because you are a dumb bitch.
You can take that apology.
Period.
You can take it with Winston Churchill thing. You can find one of those Keiths. You can lube him up good and shove it up his ass. Apologize to Misha.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Give that girl some support.